She gotta think about it first. Just wait. She's coming. She's coming. But before I get started, hey, this is the last day of this year. Very, very exciting, but also emotionally overwhelming. Um, I think I'm gonna do like 30 minutes right here, and I feel like I'm gonna do the bulk of the readings at 8, just because I feel like 8 is maybe early enough before you get out the house or you go do your night thing. Um, and this time is for the people that are just happen to be awake, enjoying the 31st for all that it has. But as I said, we've got 29 more minutes, and then I'm going to make a delicious hamburger. That is honestly my plans after this. So that is why I only have 30 for now. But in the moments, in the meantime, in between time, I was gonna play some sexy ass jams because who knows? Also, this girl, I turned you on. Like, sweet. Girl, thank you. Thank you. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna play some slow jams and just kick it here until until it's time. But yeah, my energy. I've just been listening to love songs all day. I watched a kind of emotional movie. It's called Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's a great movie, but I feel like depending on where you are emotionally, romantically, I think it can be a hard watch. I think that being where I am in my relationship, I think that it was a easier watch. I was still crying hard. But it did remind me that, everyone that takes time to share in your life, that takes time to love you, that takes time to learn how to love you, that takes time to learn you, that is a part of your history. And even if things didn't go the best, I think that we can all find a situation where no, things didn't go well, but things around that situation, what up, official, did go well. Not saying the original situation went well, but there were so many things that happened from that situation that you wouldn't want to not go through again or experience again. What up, Mocha? I hope you're doing well. Like I said, I'm going to do a little 30-minute little tarot card reading for, again, the folks that are awake in the morning, that are alive and well during this last day of the year. But I will be back tonight at 8 for anybody who ain't got nothing to do tonight. Bitch, we getting a bottle. We drinking tonight, okay? We pouring some troubles tonight, okay? But we're also reading tarot tonight. We're also gonna maybe pull some cards for people's future tonight. But right now, I got I think 25 more minutes on this one. So if anybody wants a tarot card reading, just let me know if we're pulling from the top, the middle, or the bottom. And if you want to give us any information, go ahead. If you don't, if you really don't want to give too much, that's fine. Just let me know where the card is being pulled from, and that'll do. But if you did want to be a little extra, we could give you more. Like if you know your rising sign, if you know your stelliums, if you know what's going on with you for real, we could give more. But if you're scared, that's okay. That's reasonable. So just take your time, figure out what you want to say in the chat, and then give it to me. But like I said, I don't know who Felix is, but I bet they're cute. I bet they look like a smiley fry because that's how I feel right now. I feel like I look like one of them smiley fries. That's how I feel. Okay, I feel like the little light skinned dinosaur off We're Back, bitch. Like I feel like not the mama. Like that's how I feel today. Okay, I feel very binya pollywog. Like, are you okay? I'm a scream man. Shit, at least I don't look like Fiona today. You feel me? Like that's the only thing I got. Like at least today is not a Shrek day, bitch. For real. Cause I've seen myself look a couple ways, bitch. Bitches was saying I look like the caterpillar from motherfucking Alice in Wonderland, and they was very accurate. Like it was like to the hair, bitch. To the hair, to everything. I was really giving caterpillar. Y'all can see all types of shit. What up, Wilson? Like I said, if anybody wants a tarot card reading, feel free to let me know if you want it from the top, the middle, or bottom. If not, bitch, we just gonna kick it. Baby, trust me, I know how to spend my time. Yes, the energy is, sweetie, I'm here for the people, but I told you I got 30 minutes. Because I'm about to eat a motherfucking good ass hamburger. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to do this one. I haven't heard him in a minute.
I just left my baby girl a message saying I'll be coming home. I'll be alone. She doesn't fully understand me.
Surviving. Low-key, I'm excited about surviving through the Trump administration. I'm excited about all the people that are realizing Christianity don't make sense no more and are coming to the plants, are coming to the sacred realms that are existing, always have been. I'm very much looking forward to building more of a collective approach when it comes to plant medicine, because there are so many people that are supporting my business just by being empathetic and loving. Like, y'all have no idea how many people I've met that are like, yes, enthusiastically, because they realize that like the world we live in now is not the one we're supposed to be living in. And I'm so grateful to be in community with people who know they're a part of the change. They're a part of different things happening. Baby. But yeah, no, I've been listening to love songs all day, bitch. Just trying to remind myself there's so many different types of love, and love can really have you doing crazy things. So I'm just trying to remind myself, you know. What about you though, Venus? Damn, what's going on with you? What are you looking forward to? But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to chop. You know what? Rescuing my baby toes. My baby toe's been really falling in disrepair. I don't know if anybody else got a situation with their baby toe. All the other toes are good. But the baby toe, something's wrong with her. She's sick. Both of them, girl. Oh my god. Like it's either the toe either is too strong or too weak, and I don't understand it. So I'm praying on my baby toes going forward. I'm praying I can stay on the shaping. I'm praying I can stay on the moisture. A great therapist, bitch. Bitch, yes. Listen, if people want to share what they're looking forward to, we don't have to do no tarot card readings. If people are scared, that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna pull a card for myself just so folks know, like, I am a witch, but I mean well. You feel me? Like, I'm not hexing people, really. Like, I feel like the last time I wished something on a bitch, I feel like she deserved it personally, but you know, that's just me. But I feel like shit, like last year, but I'm still sowing that seed. But I'm just saying though, like the last hex I really put on a bitch, it was last year, but it's still being watered. So, like I said, happy 2026. But yeah, if anybody wants a tarot card reading, you just tell me if you want to be pulled from the top, the middle, or the bottom. And as I said, I'm going to pull my cards first, just so that y'all know what's going on over here. But like I try to tell y'all, when I pull cards, and this is just something I came up with because, babe, life is random, and like, you can make it up. You can really choose your own adventure. So I decided that the card on the top is the card that is the freest. It's the loudest. It's the card, nothing's holding her down. Like, she really can say how she feels. The card in the middle, I feel like that's the body card. That's the card that makes your stomach hurt. The card that really hits your heart. Like that card that, from the solar plexus to the sacral. Okay, that's the middle card to me. And the bottom card is the card that you did not pick, but it was there, held down by all the other energy. If you never bothered to look, shit, if I didn't read the way I do, you would never know what the whisper was. So I consider the bottom card a whisper. That's how I read cards. I always make sure you walk away with more than one card, because babe, when you go to research what the fuck I said, you might find that third card, that whisper, or shit, the card you didn't pick that was on the top, the loud one, was actually quite quiet inside of you, but it being woken up means it can get louder. Just consider that, y'all. You can make it any way you want. Some people, they split their deck in two and they ask you something and then they pull a card for themselves. You really never know. You can have fun with it. There's no wrong way to read tarot. I don't even know how to shuffle cards for real. This one girlie, one time I did a tarot card reading and I let the girl shuffle. She was shuffling my shit like we were about to play spades, and I was dying laughing the whole time. Because I'm like, however you do it, it works. However you want to do it is going to work. So like I said, I'm going to pull the first 3 cards for myself because I try to just show folks like it can be scary sometimes to figure out like what's, inside or things that you don't want anybody to know. Now the card talking, telling your business. Oh my God, I get it. But with that being said, I'm about to turn up this music, Soul Child, because really.
When you're not here, you don't know how much I miss you. The whole time on my mind is how much I'm going to make you feel so good. Like you know I could tell me if you feel the same way. 'Cause it just feels so right. I don't wanna waste no time. Girl, if I had to choose, I know I'm gonna always choose to be with you. Now don't you know that you always, yeah, baby.
Bitch, I'm sorry. This song could play at an Arby's, bitch, and I'll be like,
always here by your side. I'm giving all my love to you,
bitch, my part's coming on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bitch, with that. Like, bitch, I haven't even drank yet. Like, between me and you, I am high. Do got a ginger beer. But nope. I'm just in a good spirit. All right, so I ain't really had a question. But I think what I'll do is I'll ask the universe to tell me exactly where I am right now. That's what I want to know. Where am I? Where am I? Where do you see me? What is your perspective on me? That's what I'm gonna ask. And I want it loud. I want them to scream it. Okay, bitch. I swear I got this card last time too. But again, this card was upside down, meaning, bitch, I'm not walking away from nothing. Bitch, I'm not walking away from a damn thing, bitch. I'm in the room. They said emotionally I'm here. They said I'm emotionally tuned in, bitch. I live. What's in the middle? Ooh. 3 of Knives. 3 of Knives. Now this card, it looks more beautiful than it really is. Like in terms of like experience. Like it looks like a more beautiful experience than it really is. But the 3 of Knives is typically heartbreak, sorrow. Things that, again, you thought would maybe work out. Things that you didn't expect to go wrong. It's a card of sadness, of loss, And it being in the middle is very much real because emotionally, internally, I do feel like a breakup is happening. I do. I feel like I said this on my story. My landlord is selling the property to a management company. So great. And so she thought she was slick talking about some, y'all have till March 1st. Then the bitch gonna say y'all have till September. Y'all have till February 28th, 12:59 p.m. This bitch said on the last minute of Black History Month, y'all need to leave. I'm sorry. It was just funny because I was like, Stephanie, are you aware that this is the last day of motherfucking Black History Month? Like, I was just like, girl, are you aware of you're trying to get bitches to scramble? Like, bitch, nobody even moves in on the 28th. Like, the 28th is not a move-in day. So we got to leave by the 28th, meaning we got to move out on the 28th, meaning we got to get somewhere to find for the 28th and then move in somewhere by the 1st so that we don't lose no more money. Good to know. So that was a mess, and internally it is fucking with me. Like everything I do in this apartment feels so much more special now because it's like I know I'm leaving. For the longest time, I've been hating on this place and talking shit, and now I'm like, I'm gonna miss your little shitty ass. So it's true. I'm a little bit somber, bitch, because again, I don't like this place, but who I'm grateful that I have an idea. I'm grateful I have an idea on how I'm gonna be able to move soon, but and I'm also not about to talk too much shit because bitch, she did give us over 2 months, notice. So it's not like I could be the most mad. But I could be a little mad, right? I could still talk shit. And right on the bottom, LOL. This bitch said, anyways, it's the Tower card, and the Tower card is typically a card that we see when it's time to do something different. When it's time to really do something different. When you really can't keep on doing what the fuck you're doing. You can't keep on acting like everything's okay. You can't keep on moving like you didn't hear that information. That new information changed things for you, did it not? And so you gotta act like it. And so that's one thing. Also, the moon is, I think, squaring Uranus right now. So apparently, a lot of people are about to change their approach on how they're doing shit. So that's exciting. Really exciting. I know I'm trying, but I'm also holding space for the fact that change takes help. Change takes time as well. And it also takes believing in yourself, which again, it takes outside help and inside help. And people don't like to talk about that. People act like you could just create the confidence. Like, no, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of help to be well, to build certain things inside of yourself. And that is why like so many people are again just noticing like, damn, like my parents didn't teach me this. Like I had a conversation with a woman who's a little older than me who just like we had a really intimate convo. I'm not trying to do too much, but we had a conversation about like a developmental step that is so crucial. And we both were just talking very candidly about how we did not get taught certain things that, again, later in life, we still feel insecure about because we learned later in life. Not because we don't know now, but because the information wasn't rooted in a young enough age. It's hard to take it in and hold it with pride or confidence, even though we both had a conversation about how we figured out how to support ourselves, even though we didn't get that. We still weren't at a place to celebrate. So I just want to name that sometimes, you could actually be doing great. You could actually be taking care of yourself very well. But depending on the environment, the conversation, you could really just sit in the sadness of the reality instead of the magic, of the reality as well. That, yeah, you didn't get all your needs met and you still found them. And you still got your needs, like they didn't meet your needs and you did not let that stop you. You said, I'm not going to walk around like I don't have no needs. It's a beautiful thing. But again, do you think so? Does anyone around you think like that? Like, again, consider some of the ways we think, some of the ways we operate. Someone else did that. And it seemed like it made sense. A lot of things seem like they make sense in certain environments. A lot of things seem like they'll make sense. And they don't. But everybody's doing it. Do you feel courageous? Do you feel brave? Can you break out? Can you say the truth? Those are questions to ask yourself in certain rooms, friend. I'm crying. Tanya, you're already beautiful. You have many questions. You're a curious soul. That's part of beauty, friends. Like, I know that sounds woo-woo and shit, but like, truly, part of being beautiful is asking questions and choosing to be open to the possibilities of other realities. I'm screaming at you, Tanya. You're beautiful. Venus, thank you for drinking while you're here. I'm crying. Listen, it's okay. It's okay if people don't think I'm beautiful. I feel like it's probably normal. Like, you ever think about how much like we're shown white people and like told to think that they're beautiful? Like, you ever think about beauty as like a scam? As like a way to like automatically treat certain people better, just like anti-blackness. Like the ways that white supremacy tells us like who's good, who deserves love, who deserves the most care. All of those things are not real, but you could think so. Or you could benefit. You could benefit from that, from people thinking you're beautiful. And therefore, that is now your standards, right? Like a lot of people that get treated super well because they're cute, they start to think like if you're not cute, you don't deserve to be treated well. It's fucked up, but it's true. At some point, a lot of people think a lot of things based on their privilege. And hopefully they unlearn them. Hopefully they have community, people that aren't scared to be honest with them, because that's another layer to this, is like some people are scary to talk to. As someone that's been scary to talk to, and maybe again, I can hold space for that reality that some people privilege is just too much to deal with. Who, and I'm saying this after I talked to some white people. They started acting like I was bullying them because I asked them why they ignored me. Like I literally asked them, I was literally so vulnerable. I was like, why did y'all ignore me? Like I made a crazy, crazy, crazy big post about just again trying to create something in community. All the white people ignored me and talked to each other like I didn't exist. And then when I asked them directly, like, why did y'all do that? They started making it seem like I was bullying them, bitch. And I started laughing. I was like, girl, I was like, the only reason why I'm gonna stick with this is because I am a random bitch that is gonna see you around in community. This group is a local queer group. I'm gonna see you. And the way you're behaving is very dangerous. And I'm hoping that I can find somebody white who's willing to talk to you because you're terrifying to speak to. Like I'm literally being so vulnerable and direct with you, and you're really trying to make it seem like I'm making it quote unquote racial. It is racial. You're all white and you're all ignoring me on a post where I'm talking about building a collective. That's strange as fuck. But again, until I talk to other white people who were decolonizing, they were again trying to get me banned out the group. It was crazy, bitch. Like they was really trying to get me banned out of a resource group, a group full of resources for queer people, all because I asked some white people, "Hey, how come y'all feel comfortable ignoring me?" Again, I know from talking to certain black folk that there are conversations some black folks are never going to bother to have with white people, and it's not that I'm saying they should. It's just one of those moments where it's like, if I'm aware that there are black people who are never going to give a white person the moment to try to play with them about something like that, I'm going to give them that opportunity to see if they'll play with me. And again, it's the ways that in that moment, they all decided to back channel. They all ran, even though I did a public question and I DM'd both people, the person that I asked the question to and the person who made a post after mine on my post that was engaged with by multiple white people. I told them both, I was like, you're being used as an example. I was like, I just want y'all to know you're being used as an example. I was like, because I was like, I don't know if y'all are paying attention to this, but all of the white people on there are literally like strategizing on my post. Not one of y'all reached out to me to ask me like, do you want to have coffee? Do you want to talk? Like, and then they started doubling down. I know them. They're my friend. The post is about creating a collective. So you beeline to people that you already know. You don't find that strange that you weren't willing to take a risk? Again, it's the ways that I tried to explain to them. I was like, I don't want to be a leader or in charge of any of you, but I'm trying to consider non-hierarchical stewardship. And they had the nerve to say, oh, well, we thought that meant don't bother you. I made a post literally asking if anyone's interested in creating a collective around mutual aid, delivery, and rideshare. What about that says like don't bother me? What about that says like I don't want to talk to you? Again, like it's the way that they just kept on projecting and telling me what they thought. And I'm like, are you noticing in this moment that like you're not willing to sit with the discomfort? You're trying to make me uncomfortable because you're uncomfortable, because I'm being honest with you about your behavior. And it's like again, everybody want to be anti-racist and woke and talk about motherfucking the intersectionality. Everybody want to use words that mean things, but when it comes down to it, are you ready for conflict? Are you ready for a rupture? Are you ready to repair? Again, these are things I didn't even think about in the past when I was engaging people. Even now, there's moments where I pop up on somebody and I don't even bother to ask, do you have the space to have a conversation? And that's bad on me. It's like there are moments where I want to talk about stuff and someone might not be in the space. Does that mean they're bad? No. But at the same time, like building the empathy, building that vulnerability, building the intimacy to say, hey, you hurt my feelings. We don't have that. And again, there's so many white people with a lack of emotional intelligence. And so they'll hear you hurt me and just start to think, well, now I'm really gonna hurt you. And it's like, what the fuck? Like it's weird. It's like they can't sit with shame. They can't sit with their shame. And I tried to explain, like, like this one girl, oh my God. Like, bitch, I wish I had the patience to sit here and read the whole thing. But I'm talking to this lady about what's happening, and she's like, I'm literally saying, like, y'all both ignored me on my own post and just started strategizing together. Like, you don't think that's strange? And she had the nerve to talk about something. I just took a pill. I'm falling asleep. She over here slurring in text, but then like in other moments she's talking clearly. I'm like, girl, not you pretending to fall asleep. Like, and again, if I would have bothered to say, hey, do you have time for a hard conversation? She might have just said fucking no. You know what I mean? But it's the way this white lady was playing on the phone the whole time I'm talking to her, and I'm literally just trying to get her to understand like this behavior is weird. And and I'm also letting them know, I'm like, Emmy just clicked out on me. Like the other white bitch clicked out on me. And I'm like, I just want you to know, like, the only way you can like really support me in this is for you to actually pop out on admin and let them know what's really happening. Because again, it's the way I publicly asked both of them. Why did y'all feel like more comfortable to like talk to each other on a post where I'm asking for people to join a collective together? And again, to cover my ass, I DM them, which again is an extra step of labor that I really didn't need to do, but I did it because I wasn't trying to make it seem like, a gotcha. I wanted them to be prepared for what was happening out there. But in retrospect, maybe I should have reached out personally and then went public. But then again, I want people to see the conversation. I don't want this to be silent. I want as many people to see it as possible because unfortunately, information is not shared equally. This conversation will be seen as antagonistic, rage baity, which is awkward because again, it's really not. Like there are moments I'm sure where people who are here know like white people will really walk around you, really go over your head. And you came up with the idea, but they don't want to be in community with you. Nima, I'm so sorry to hear any of that. Do you want to talk more about it? Listen, like I said, I only wanted to come here and kick it for a moment. I was gonna spend most of the time at 8 o'clock doing the readings, just because I felt like I wanted to create like a little digital third space for people who may not have nowhere to go. Maybe you have COVID, maybe you're sick, bitch. That sneeze, them sneezes been hard as shit, huh? Yeah, yeah. A lot of us are staying in the house. A lot of us are going to get some Chinese food tonight. Indeed. And I hope the wontons are fresh, bitch, and crispy. I hope every egg roll rips clean, bitch. I hope nothing falls, bitch. Um, mm. And that's the thing too, like building empathy with people. Like, not everybody knows how to do that. And I feel like that's another thing that I've learned this year is that like there are stages to unlearning and decolonizing, and sometimes the issue is we're at stage 3 or 4. We're at the point where we understand that anti-blackness is takes help. That like it takes people saying, I'm not gonna have this combo, or ooh, I can't believe she said that, but I'm not gonna tell her what I think. Like there are some of us who realize like we have to say something, we have to intervene, we have to do more. We cannot just sit back. And again, there are people at stage 1 who are like, I don't know. And again, the ways that like even myself, like I'm sitting with the reality that there are times where I'll post stuff and I'll think to myself, I know people think like this is my white ancestor. Again, these are my own wayward mixed bitch thoughts, but there are times where I'll do stuff and I'll just know people think it's because I have proximity to whiteness. And unfortunately, I have to really sit with the reality that there are things that people just don't think people who are black will do, should do, can do, or should like, or should enjoy. And it's moments like that that really fuck me up, that like there are people out there doing stuff to show you that they're the good black person, that you shouldn't be worried about, that they're doing all the right things that a black person would do so that you don't think that they like white people, or you don't think that they're off, or you don't. And it's awkward because again, it's the ways that is part of white supremacy. The idea that there is a right way to be black, the idea that there's one black story or one black experience. And again, the ways that they're sitting with that reality every fucking day, that people think that they know them and are surprised by things that they do and like. And again, the ways that there are moments where I remember people saying things to me like, again, like we were in here, I don't know who was in the live, but somebody popped out and said J. Cole has a black soul. And I just remember thinking to myself, wow, at what point does a mixed person seem black? Like, at what point does a mixed person have all it takes to be a black person? Really, again, it's an insane conversation, but it's one that's happening because many mixed people are trying to find identity and solidarity in blackness where it never has rested. And it's awkward because, again, you just need to be historical about who is mixed, about the language of mixed people, the language white people gave to explain why we are not black. Like, all we need to do is look at history. But again, the one drop rule, the flattening, all of that shit, it does create a mental psychosis where, again, I just found out that apparently Martin Luther King Jr. was in love with a white woman. And a bunch of black men, a bunch of black pastors told him, we will never help you if you are with that white woman. And it really made me think about his legacy. And like, just again, the ways people talk about Barack Obama and say, like, if Michelle wasn't there, he would not have had his political success. And the ways that some people might not realize what they're saying is that us mixed people, or even people that are attracted to white people, that like there's a certain behavior to get someone like, and again, MLK being in love with a white Jewish bitch. I know everybody not there. In my humblest opinion, I think what would be best is if we considered that white supremacy, the colonized behavior, that is terrifying. And so I'm going to hold space for anybody who don't want to date white people to not date them. I've never, even though I've dated many white people, I've never been get you a white man. I don't think y'all ever heard me say that. If you did, please bring up the receipts. I'm interested. I'm grown enough to where if I seen it, I'd be like, this is insane. I was bugging. But I'm pretty sure I've continuously told y'all, I'm looking at the person as the person, how they're treating me mostly, and also how I feel when I'm with them. I have it too. Okay. But like I was saying though, the ways that like dating white people has given me a lot of information on dating white cis men that I can share with my cis and sisters. But at this point though, I'm at a point where it's like there are so many women, all colors, that are going to date somebody who you may think is the colonizer, the clan member, whatever the case may be. Babe, it's based on your lived experience. Like that's my energy. Whenever I see somebody non-white with somebody white, I don't think too deeply because of my own experience. I'm aware that like that white person might make sense for right now. Just wait. And again, it's the way that I've been cussed out by how many white dudes mamas at this point to know I can't do the white mama. I can't do the white mama. Now if the white mama was dead, maybe. If the white mama and the white grandma are way the fuck far away from me, maybe. But again, it's the ways that I have that politic now because of what? Lived experience. Does this mean that I'll never date somebody white again? I can't really call it. I say no, but there's a part of me that's like, if they rise to the occasion, but I think that that's another layer to this. I expect my white partners to be doing a lot at this point. In the past, I just thought them giving me reparations was enough. I know that's fucked up, but that's where I was. At this point, even with my partner Dane, I'd be like, look, you have access in a way that I don't. And again, there's been moments where he definitely was hurt by the reality that he wasn't willing to sit with just yet. Like, that's just the reality. He wasn't ready to sit with that, like, we both light-skinned, true. We both mixed, true. But you could cut your hair, and they gonna call you brother. I cut my hair, bitch. I look like a chicken nugget. And they know that I'm still not white. Like, and again, it's the way that, like, that experience, that reality is one that, again, I'm sure other partners have tried to explain to him or maybe didn't have a language for it. But in our relationship, we definitely talk about anti-blackness in the ways that one of us experiences it way more brutally because people don't read me as white. And again, being read as white. Even me and Dane had a combo about how he knows he's passing when white people start calling him brother. And it has me dead because, again, just the moment of, like, people just like deciding like I know what you are, I know what community you're from, and just that feeling, it can feel great. I think some people don't want to talk about that though. That it can feel really good when somebody black calls me sis. It can feel really amazing when somebody black uses AAVE with me. Yes, again, I'm sure there's people out there half Asian, half Korean, who love it when the Korean girlies, the K-pop girlies talk to them, or somebody Korean thinks that, you know, they speak the language and they really fucking don't. Again, I want us to just consider community as being a part of collective. I'm not saying anybody is owed anything by anybody. What I'm trying to offer though is there are just so many layers to community and layers to people even wanting you to be next to them, saying certain things, which makes sense, you know? Like us mixed people have really spoken a lot for black folks. I know I have. And so that's why I'm trying to spend most of my time uplifting black folks, saying the things that, again, I could have never known. I could have never shared. And again, there are so many white people who refuse. They refuse to uplift things that, again, it'll never live in you. It'll never live in you. It'll never be you. And because of that, it's on you. I wish more people would realize that. Like, I just talked to this person who lost a lot of weight. And I'm like, now that you're thin, don't you realize how insane it is that anybody fat was, like, at the forefront of the BOPO movement, like, doing anything? Like, it should have been thin people, like, being, like, stop being fat phobic. Like, it should have been people with privilege to speak, to center us. Again, the more you unlearn your privilege, the more you're like, why the fuck are they doing it? Like, that's where I'm at. That's my energy. Why should anyone black spend their life telling anyone to stop being anti-black? They don't deserve that. But again, the ways that some of us are around people that really think like there's a certain way that black folks in particular have to behave, have to be. And it's like, what would the world look like if nobody black thought it was their job to change the world? In terms of like anti-blackness, what would this world really look like if everyone else knew it was on them and that we were up? Again, that's where I want to live, in a world where the people who have the power are handing weapons over, are blasting and fighting for the good of the people that they've harmed. That's what I want to see. But I know everybody's not there. With that being said, I'm about to roll one more and ask if anybody wants a tarot card reading. I got you. All I need from you is to tell me if you want to pull from the top, the middle, or the bottom. And if not, it's no worries. I will be back at 8 o'clock for the people that wanted to, you know, get a little tipsy, have a little community fellowship moment. You know, that was my energy today. Nima said they want to whisper from spirit. Heard you. Now my question is this: are you wanting this on your situation right now with a partner, or do you want a Jenny? Ooh. Nima, I appreciate you for bringing up your partner being older than you, and also like just the way he was so caught up in like masculinity as a performance. I'm gonna post a video, a movie in the comments. 2 movies. They're both free right now on YouTube. Free with ads type shit, you feel me? But if I can't find a bootleg link for either of them, I will, because I fucking hate ads in a movie, bitch. Like, there's nothing that makes my booty gets angry just seeing an ad in a movie. You know what? Pull me one from the bottom. What's the whisper you need to take into this new year? Okay. Venus, you're going after Nima. Nima, you said you want a general from the bottom. Heard you. Heard you. Listen. What song am I about to play? Ooh. Because I told you I've been listening to love songs all fucking day. Ooh, I just found a little playlist, they said. They said a little playlist. Okay, bitch. Alright, we having a cute one. Alright, Nima's ancestral team. I know that they said they wanted the whisper from spirit. So what you got for them? What do you have to say on today? What is the general message that Nima needs to hear? Who are you? Oh. I feel you. Six of Cups is very big. Like Six of Cups, very big. Like pregnancy, very big childhood, very big. Just a reminder that like you here for the sweet things, friend. Like you see them with all their strawberries. They got so many strawberries, so much sweetness. I don't know if anybody ever went picking anything with their siblings, but you know what that feeling is like when y'all just out there running, eating. Yes. So Spirit just wants you to know, babe, like there are some beautiful moments. Beautiful moments coming up. They may involve children, they may involve fresh fruit, they may involve going outside, but just don't close yourself off, please. All right, let's get the real card though for the bottom. Ooh, yes, Three of Coins. I love her. I love her. She is creating wealth for herself. She knows that creating wealth is art. She knows that creating legacy, she knows that creating something for the future is a part of wealth. That's what wealth creation literally is believing that there's a future where you will have more. And so I'm going to read for all of these because Nima, you know I fuck with you. You've been here for a long periodically time, and babe, we couldn't have done it without you. Just thank you. Also, coins are big earth sign vibes. So if you got some Taurus in your chart, Virgo, it's big Virgo though. This card is very big Virgo. Collaboration, implementation. A woman is painting in her studio. Creating is her something special that only she can bring to the world. The cowrie shells on her clothing are a reminder of the wealth that comes with collaboration. Know and appreciate that each person brings something unique to every experience. The card encourages understanding of the power of great change that can arise from joint effort. The Three of Coins is about building something tangible. It inspires meaningful and worthwhile work, projects, and creation. This kind of building takes patience and practice as it comes with a learning curve. Don't get discouraged if you run into setbacks or make mistakes. Understand that mastering a skill does not require you to be perfect. Big Virgo team. Mountains, hills, and potholes can be our best teacher, often in hindsight. Hold on to the passion you carry for the skills you are honing. Use the energy to prepare and plan, taking note of all the details, and your efforts will prosper. Have pride in both what you are doing and how you are getting it done. Improvement in social standing, exceeding expectations, goal orientation. Host a scavenger hunt or do an escape room. They said get out of your mind, do something creative. Like I said, that Six of Cups. You have other fun, exciting things coming up. On top, what's loud? Ooh, Mother of Knives. Okay, Mother of Knives, this is big Aqua, this is big Libra. More Aqua though, personally. Gemini, you know, she got her knife with her. She don't play, okay? But her being upside down means that mentally, you might feel a little bit scrambled eggs. You might feel like, what the fuck is happening? Losing a partner or getting ghosted or even just life just going differently than you thought. Will have your thoughts go to some very strange places, friend. Very, very, very strange places. Especially when, again, you've been working on creating something like that Three of Coins. Very busy energy, very much wants to do something big. Maybe this person was supposed to be part of the plan and now you got to think of something else. There's a new plan, which is great. But do you feel like it's great to have a new plan? Not when you're in the midst of another. And trust me, I get it. Trust me, I'm really right in the midst of like, damn, I need to get a new plan. I was not ready to get a new plan, but sometimes that don't matter. All right, truth, warrior. A woman stands confidently with a knife in hand. Behind her is the target on which she is practicing her throwing. She knows who she is and will not be easily fooled. The Mother of Knives is adaptable and carries wisdom gained from painful experience. She's a survivor who has made peace with the mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical challenges she has faced. The card holds the reminder to consider all narratives and their counters, to review all the facts. The Mother of Knives makes direct decisions and values unpretentious communication. She has confidence that she will come out on top in any situation with knowledge gleaned from past experience. Bitter, calculated, Emotional manipulation, resentful. Take a nature walk. Okay? That's what it's giving right now. It's giving that right now mentally, you may really not be in a place to celebrate, but still do it. Still have fun. Show that, you know what? Yeah, I don't feel the best, but fuck you. Ooh, Emperor right in the middle. Babe. Emperor in the middle, big control, big Aries, big baby. No shade. No shade, no shade. And whenever we get the Emperor, especially after getting away from a man or a man getting away from us, I just want you to know, like, thank fuck. High key. Like, whenever I see the Emperor, I be getting scared. I be like, no. No. Just because I feel like he's just, you know, let me not do too much, but the Emperor is just so bossy. And he's not a boss. That's what I don't like about him. He's so fucking bossy. All right. A father sits on a throne with his son resting against him, comforted by his protector. He is the cosmic father, operating with the principles of authority, rationale, and order. He relies on these ideals to create stability and security. The emperor rules over the systems of law, discipline, strategy, and knowledge with paternal compassion and understanding. He protects and commands using a grounded mind and clear vision. When the emperor card is pulled, it's time to consider the following. What kind of leader are you? How do you show, use, and honor your power and strength? How do you protect yourself and those you hold dear, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually? The flower is red carnation. The element is fire. The chakra is the solar plexus and root, which, babe, that was the middle card. So we on point. Fatherhood, authority, structure, divine masculinity, leadership, material power, protection, ambition, stability, rigidity, security, self-employment, opportunity. Ooh. Set firm work-life boundaries. Give yourself and others grace. The affirmation, I speak my truth, taking a stand and acting on all that matters to me. Bitch, I need some water. Listen, I know somebody got some beats on. Somebody got some earpods. I wasn't trying to blow you out, bitch. I had a big cough. Nima, the cards were in your favor. The cards were definitely like, stay on your job, focus on yourself, but also don't forget your childish loves. There might be something that like is calling to you again. Maybe coloring. Maybe, you know, a book from when you was really little, just you want to read it again. Whatever it is, whatever from childhood is like seemingly tapping at the door or tapping on the window or just tapping on the heart. Please focus on that. Focus on that as much as you can, whatever it is. I don't care if it's Rugrats. Have fun. I love you. I know I'm bugging. I know, but I need to drink some water. Okay, Venus, I know you're next, and then Princess said it there after Venus. Cute. Okay, Aqua Rising. Okay. No, thank you, friend. Okay, Venus said pull one from the bottom. And you said you have an Aqua Rising, which is really exciting. Really exciting. Because Aqua Rising... Ooh. Aqua in the first house. Cool. Probably feels wild at times, you know? Aquarius is like big talent, big technology, big alien, you know? Like something that other people may not have use for, but it doesn't mean that there's no worth or value. All right, Venus, you said give you the bottom. Oh, Princess, I definitely got you. No. And Venus, you said pull from the bottom. What's the whisper you need to take into this year? Okay, Venus' spiritual team. They said they want to know what's a secret that they get to carry this year. Something that you really need them to know. Something that they might not get off the top, but they need it. They need to hear it. They need to hear from you. If you wouldn't mind, we'd appreciate a whisper. All right, Venus, you ready? I just want to, a little judge. All right. Ooh, who's this? Ooh. This is a very interesting card to get on the bottom. Now, I know some people may be a little worried about getting a devil card or getting a card that looks this ominous. Listen. As a Capricorn, we're happy that Saturn is here. As a Capricorn person, this is Dad. This is Pap. I just want y'all to know the devil is a metaphor for pleasure, for things that could really get you off your job. And as someone who stay getting that devil card every now and then, I just want to let you know this card is a reminder that there are things that you're doing or may be wanting to stop doing. But those things, the pleasure that comes from them, you actually have to engage with it. You know, like as someone who's an addict, I know that I can't just stop smoking. It's not going to happen. I have to find another way. And I think the hardest part is acknowledging that I can't shame myself. You know, sometimes it may feel easier to tell yourself, you know better, or just give yourself some mean words in your head that no one else can hear. And at this point in just my journey of trying to love myself and trying to care for myself genuinely, there are definitely times where I actually have to talk to myself, like on some gentle parenting, on some like, why do you think like that? Or where's that thought process coming from? Like I have to really ask myself out loud questions. And again, some of us don't know what that's like. Some of us have never had anyone care about us very deeply or ask us questions that would, again, lead to answers that could maybe help. And so with that being said, the devil card on the bottom is a whisper from spirit that whatever it is that's got you in its clutches, whatever it is you feel like you can't just get away from, whatever feels like it's overwhelming, whatever it's feeling like, damn, I can't get away from this, or I can't do something different, or I'll never change, like just the ways that you may not be allowing yourself to see that you're not the bad thing, that you're not that it's not the devil or a demon, that it's not some negative entity that you can just make it seem like that's the bad one. There's no bad one. You know, the devil card reminds us there's no bad one. There's a lot of things at play, like pleasure, fear, abandonment, scarcity. You know, a lot of things at play. Middle card. Ooh, justice upside down. Okay, now the justice card being upside down and the devil card being right side up, it may mean that whatever happened, whatever that person did, or those people did, or that group did, or that job did, it's not done. Whatever has happened, whatever you feel like the universe didn't get them, the universe is working on it. The justice card, when it's flipped like that, just means that like things have gone on and there has not been justice. There has not been a reconciliation. There has not been a I'm sorry, an apology. That like perhaps the pleasure that you've been seeking comes from the pain that you've been knowing. Again, the justice card in the sacral chakra means it's big Libra. It's big we are. And it could really mean that, again, disconnecting from someone, not being close anymore, being done dirty, being played with. It could really make you think differently about yourself. And I'm definitely at that point where like I've really thought some really terrible things about myself because of the situation I was in. Not because I really don't like myself or I don't want to care about myself, but because that situation just changed my perspective on me. And so, of course, at some point, you know, I started to feel like, damn, you know, is that all I am? Is this all I'll be, those kind of questions can really fuck you up. On top though, on top though, on top though, on top though. I don't know if y'all remember that black woman that was saging the police, but that's what this one is. It's about walking through some shit and having your mind on healing, your mind on de-escalation, your mind on feeding the spirits, your mind on the sensory of it all. Okay? I'm gonna read the card for the devil, and I'm gonna read the card for the Seven of Wands, because again, these cards are spicy. They are a little heavy, but that justice in the middle just makes me want to tell you it's not done. It's not done. Whatever it is you're doing to take care of yourself, to make it through, it's still not done. And I appreciate you for still being with us, because again, that devil card can be all up. It can be addiction. It can be psychosis, mental psychosis, like every thought equals the other. It could be religious persecution. You could really think God is doing something to you, or you could think God testing you or something. Like, you could really think anything. Desire, addiction, no. A hooded figure wears a skull and has a spinning compass around his neck. He welcomes temptation in all its forms, pulling us in all directions. He embodies the ego, toxicity, and chaos of the material world. Are you aware of all your addictions? The devil card means that it's time for an honest self-evaluation and for confirmation of our raw desire. He lets us know it is time to make peace with any fault, shame, or guilt we might be holding on to, and to forgive ourselves. We must face our demons. When the devil card is pulled, it's time to consider the following. Do I act consciously, considering the law of attraction? Do I choose to live in ignorance instead of facing the truth? Am I giving my love, time, and energy to people and things that serve my betterment? The flower is an apple blossom. The element is earth. The chakra is root. In yang, attachment, shadow self, sexuality, addiction, negative attachment, focus on earthly pleasures, stagnation, feeling trapped, resentments, dangerous relationships, risk of clinical depression, risk of silent illness. Consume and indulge consciously. And the affirmation, I am in sync with my intuition and inner knowledge, which always lead me in the correct direction. Okay, but on the top though, I want to give you the yell, because those wands, Seven of Wands, very powerful card. I'm not a big fan of the sevens personally. I'm a hater. I do hate on the sevens. I know it's messy, but I just feel like the sevens annoy me. But that's, I'm tired. I'm tired of going through stuff, bitch. I just like the seven's always doing something. That's what I got. That's what I got on the sevens. Like, I don't know if anybody has noticed that by like reading the cards, like by the number. But that's why I fuck with the nines, bitch. I fuck with the nines. I do not fuck with the sevens. I fuck with the fours too. Word. I'm glad, Venus. Oh, listen, Venus, if you want to post that video in the comments, I would love to see it myself. I love going back and watching old videos, because swear, y'all be having me fucking dead. Like, me being able to read the live chat and some of these live chats. Just please know, like, I know we have not always had the best relationship, and I'm speaking to all the people I've cussed out. I'm working on myself, bitch. I really am. But again, just grateful for all of y'all playful people, y'all yappers, y'all community members. Just, you're all valued, again, even if I cussed you out. I'm sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that. I really wish I would have been able to keep my composure, but we're growing, right, bitch? We're growing a little bit. Okay, protection, challenge. A woman smudges the air to protest in front of armed forces. The Seven of Wands represents fighting for what you believe is just, defending yourself and holding strong and establishing your boundaries. This card asks us to make decisions aligned with our inner being and truth rather than coddling a wounded ego. Be your own activist. The Seven of Wands reminds you of all the sacrifices, adaptation, and resilience required of your ancestors for you to be where you are today. Call upon that energy and strength. Sweetgrass, tobacco, and cedar are traditional African American spiritual tools for cleansing oneself, space, and tools. The card encourages you to hold your ground. You will not be unseated. Make the choice not to compromise the best of you for anyone. Know your worth. Fighting injustice, multiple jobs, overworking, taking care of dependents, being the victim of attacks from numerous people. Make time to disconnect and cleanse. Okay, like I said, the seven's always got something going on. So, like I said, you're doing a lot, trying to take care of yourself. You need a little bit of help. I'm hoping that the spiritual tools part does hit for you, but if not, let's talk. Not everyone's gonna use the same tools. Some people are allergic to stuff. Like, just keep that in mind. If a magical tool is not working, you're getting an allergic reaction, stop using it, please. Your ancestors don't want you to die. They don't want you to die for this. They don't want you to be in pain for this. Like, please know, like, there are so many other herbs that work and do the same shit sometimes. You really be surprised what herbs are besties, what herbs are cousins, what herbs actually grew up together and went to the same daycare. You never know. Aw. Oh, I'm gonna check it out. Thank you. Just again, with what you said about being Aquarius rising, I'm sure you know how to fight your own way. But at the same time, when you're up against so many people, it don't matter how brave you are. It doesn't really matter sometimes. Like, I feel like I wish people realize that. You can be brave as fuck. Some shit's scary as hell. Like, you can have all the bravery, but some shit is really, really terrifying. And it doesn't mean you're not brave. It means that you need help. That's what shit be meaning. It be meaning it's not on just you. It means it's going to take more than you. But thank y'all. Just thank y'all for being kind to me, truly. The princess, I saw your question. I'm gonna scroll back up to it. Just thank you. Y'all are super, super sweet and kind. Just thank y'all for just, again, allowing me to hone my gifts. Like, if nobody ever let me read their cards, where would I be? There's moments like that, you know? There's moments like that. Also, sidebar to whoever. This is so random, but I have to say it just because we ending another year, and apparently, like, this is my 18th year on YouTube, which really fucked me up. I was like, whoa, 18 years, whoa. And I know we missed some footage because I started doing Periscope. My bad. I know if I could ever find the Periscope files, bitch, I'd be trying. I found one randomly, and that shit had me screaming. There's moments where I'm grateful that the Periscope chapter may not exist. But bitch, why the fuck did I realize in like 2012? Bitches was buying jean jackets for me? Like, I forgot that there was like that whole cabochon movement. And I was buying like plus size jean jackets. I just want to say thank you to whoever believed in me as a designer with that hot glue gun and them motherfucking cabochons. Thank you. Just thank you. Because that really had me just, like, I was just going through memory lane and I was like, I was really selling jean jackets to bitches off Tumblr. Like, bitch, my God, like, that is crazy. Again, I don't even remember that. But seeing the photos had me screaming because I was like, I was really on Amazon ordering all types of shit, bitch. Really thinking like me and my little jean jacket business. Like, I love me, bitch. I love that I really believed in myself that much. And motherfuckers did too. And it was. The princess, just thank you again. Right. The internet is definitely not forever. Definitely not. Annie, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Yeah, no, my birthday was cute as fuck. Like, Dane really went all out. Like, Dane made sure I was eating lamb on my birthday. Like, he made sure I ate everything. He was trying to bully me, trying to make me go get some Jamaican food. I was like, but you already got me all this other food. Like, you got me all types of delicious food. He was like, yeah, but you really wanted Jamaican food. I was like, true. But I'm trying to be cool. Like, I'm trying to change my ways, bitch. A little bit. I can be really greedy about little shit and, like, we trying to move. Like, I'm trying to be cool so that we could get a nicer place than this. Like, that's what I really want. Like, I want to, like, make sure our money hits so that we could get a better place. You know, I want an office. Or at least a room that, like, him and I can use to conduct business, you know? And, like, have just, again, a little bit more stability. But I'm grateful because I really fucking hate this place. I'm grateful she putting this out. Like I know it sounds crazy, but it's like, bitch, we was not gonna leave. We was gonna keep on paying this little rent. Excuse me, because we were locked in. We did not want to stay here. And I'm just sometimes you gotta go. Okay. Mm, okay. Venus, you said from the middle, you said you're a partner together 3 years. Recently broke up. His 3 kids. Oh my. If you have any more information, Princess, I would love to hear it, but I got you. Oh, 115. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. So wow, wait, so you're right. Like you're not on the cusp, but like, do you consider yourself like a Capricornus? What's the vibe? Because I'm a December Cap, but I have to remember a lot of Capricorns are actually January. Like it's very rare to meet a December Cap, which had me like, hmm. But yeah, no, I always forget that part. It's like I'm really like the very beginning of Capricorn. And a lot of folks that I meet, they are in the middle, they're in the end. I'm like, damn, January, busy. Me too. Me too, me too, me too. Honestly, like this was a good birthday. And you know, I got this tarot card deck like on my birthday last year from Dane. This tarot card deck has really given me so fucking much. Yes, I have to hug the book to my titty bitch. It's that serious. But like I was saying though, I really do think moving forward, somebody loves you back. I think we should really start having Sunday dinner because I feel like the Discord ain't work like that, which is fine. I feel like if we get a StreamYard, we can have other people come in on video if they want to. I don't mind being on video, but I'm sure other people want to be on video. I'm sure other people want to talk on video. Maybe not though. Maybe not. But I don't want to push anyone to do anything they don't want to do. But on Sunday, I'm gonna be here. I'm planning on doing a little Sunday night because again, there's so many content creators that I'd be talking to. And I'd be like, bitch, I wish I could invite you over for dinner on a Sunday just to hang out. And that's really my energy. Is like I really want to talk to more of the content creators that I've been connecting with, and just see if they're free. Who knows? Who really knows? But I like the idea of having a little dinner. You know, everybody invited, and can't nobody get sick, right? It don't matter. It don't matter who cooked the chicken. Hottie. It don't matter. No one got to eat it. So. Friend, I'm just grateful you laid that. I'm turning this on. I'm gonna turn this happy ass song off though, cause babe, I'm just. Hey Lamar Boo, thank you so much, Capricorn friend. But Princess, I'm so sorry to hear any of this. You have done so much, and again, like I want people to hold that there are going to be people who meet people and they got kids and they have a great life together. I've never been a hater. I've never been one of those like, oh, if you're a single parent. I personally don't date single parents because of my lifestyle. I don't think it makes sense. It's not appropriate. But again, if in other past lives, I've thought about it, sure. But I just know for me, I'm not that stable and consistent. So I don't want to fuck up nobody's kids. With that being said, I also don't want to be the reason why your daddy or your mama not coming home. Because there's some men that I still think about to this day and wonder what my life would be like if they never bothered with my motherfucking mom. And I just don't want no one to think about that. I also poisoned the man that was with my mom and being abusive. And so I also don't want to, you know, just be a part of nothing like that. Not saying that I would do anything that would get me poisoned. I'm just saying, like, as a kid, I definitely thought poisoning somebody might actually make sense. Unfortunately, my mom was the one who he thought was poisoning him. That was crazy. So I had to stop doing that shit. But again, like, bitch, just the way my mom one day was like, whatever the fuck you doing to his food, stop. And I just swear I was looking around. She's like, whatever you've been doing to his food. Because, bitch, I was putting Windex in mashed potatoes. I was putting Windex in his fucking ice cream, bitch. Oh, big ass blue puddle, bitch. Like, girl, not even a good poisoner. But again, I say all this to say that when you deal with somebody and they have kids, like, that is a big decision. And as a Capricorn, ooh, I know he was doing good. I know he was doing good, but babe, you deserve to have all this time. Word, like, listen, you're doing so much. Like, you've really done a lot. Like, just please know that as a Capricorn who may be a bit older than you, yeah, there have been times where I was like, yeah, I could do it. Put me in. It was not for me to do, but I could do it. I think that's one little whisper from me as a Capricorn elder. Just because you could do it, just because you could body it, just because you could be the best at this, it doesn't mean that that's for you. Like, sometimes we can excel at something so well, but it wasn't for us. And we'll be so mad because we'll be like, bitch, I was killing this. I was bodying this. Yeah, you were, but that's not your path. Ooh, not the PRs. Not that it was acting up. Hold on. The fight. All three of the kids in the bed. The fight was so random. The kids are 7, 6, and 4. Aww. Not telling them you at work. I just don't think that he has the emotional intelligence to be with you. Like, that's where I'm at. Because it's like, he should be honest with the kids. Like, you know, like, me and her, we love each other very much, but we're not, like, then again, how do you tell kids that young? You know? Woo! Like, this is, again, another moment where, like, people really do always suggest, like, if you have young kids, to not have them be so close. But I think about when you're a single parent, you don't really have that choice. Where are they going to go? How can you hide them? And again, the ways that, like, some kids know exactly. You know, you get sent to your grandma's house while your mom do her thing. And so, again, it's the ways that I don't think there's anything wrong with loving somebody who has kids, who has children, but I do think that, like, making space in your life for that relationship and the children's relationships with you, I think that that's one thing that I personally feel like is probably the most trickiest thing, because you want to build with this person, but building something with them takes going through conflict, rupture, repair. Like, loving someone isn't just a good day every day. We know that. But again, the bad day could be times 3, bitch, because he got 3 kids too. So it's like not even just y'all fighting. Now the baby's sick. Now the baby crying. Now everybody hungry. Now it's time to go in the kitchen. Like, at this point in career, I would not suggest any femmes, you know, put themselves in a caretaking role with a man with kids. But that's me at this point. And I only say that because the security for you is what I care about the most. Yes, we want to care about the babies. Yes, we love children, sure. But you're the person that is going to end up doing the most labor. Like, that man going to work, I mean no shade when I say this, but I'm sure he's accustomed to having to go to work. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure that's not a curved fucking ball. But the ways that, like, you're operating as his partner in that house, babe, it's really giving that, like, you've actually shifted your priorities towards him and his life. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm still going to pull cards, don't worry. But I just wanted to say, as someone older who is dating somebody who we have already decided, we're going to be the kids. You know, we're going to baby ourselves. We're going to love on each other and nurture each other. We're not going to bring any kids into this situation. If when we're older, if I can not smoke as many spliffies, we'll think about fostering. We'll think about adopting. Sure. Perhaps, you know, personally, I've already said before, I would only want to be a foster parent to somebody who was, like, about to age out of the system, just to give them a year's worth of money so that they can start their life in a better way. You get $800 every month for the last year of their life. That might be able to set them up, and it'd probably be more money by the let me not do that. But my thought process is I would just want to treat my foster kids the way my best foster parent treated me. And she was only the best because she actually split the check with me. And so that's my thought process is I want to make sure this kid has money. I want to make sure they have options. I want them to know, like, bitch, like, yeah, I care about you, but I'm not the only person that's gonna care about you. Like, life is big. Like, I just want to be the adult that I never met as a foster care youth, because a lot of the adults were just I'm not gonna do it. But as I was saying, this is not on you, friend. And I feel like you naming the kids and him, I feel like it's all interconnected. And I think that's the hardest part about dating someone with kids. It's like, how do you separate that? I think that it would probably take somebody a little older to understand how to do it and make it make sense. And maybe this was your first time. Maybe this is your first time throwing yourself into a relationship like that. That's how I feel about it, at least. But if you want to share more, feel free. Mmm. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. Mmm. Oh. Exactly, exactly. Again, like the way that you as the non-man will always have more work to do, especially when it's babies. And it's wild because again, I'm never trying to hype my relationship, but I told Dan immediately, I like cooking and I'm gonna cook a lot, but if I ever don't want to cook, you're buying takeout or you're cooking. Period. If I ever am sick, tired, whatever the case may be, it's on you. Again, yeah, he go to work every day and takes care of the bills, sure does. But I'm not just sitting here minding my business. I'm being supportive as well. And so I don't want to be with a man who thinks, oh, I'm paying the rent, so bitch, wash the dishes and clean the toilet. The fuck? I'm not doing that. Because again, it's the ways that as I get older, it's the way I realize my mom was trying to train me to be somebody fucking maid. Trying to train me bad, but she didn't want to teach me how to cook because she a hater. But again, it's the way that learning how to cook, I'm like, whoa. Every time you open up the oven, bitch, the whole shit blasts you in the head. Girl, like low key, like cooking is honestly barbaric. Like, bitch, like low key, like it's crazy that we're not outside with a cauldron. Like, I'm actually angry. Like, why are we in this house? Like, bitch, you ever go to just make something simple and next thing you know, you sweating and smoking a cigarette outside? Like, ah! I'm gonna stop. Princess, I'm just glad you said what you're saying here. Annie, I got you after Princess for sure. Annie's my last read though, because like I said, I'm coming back at 8. Because we're gonna get drunk and shit, but I gotta eat a hamburger first, so I don't look crazy when I'm out here drinking. Exactly, bitch. And then you just stop taking care of yourself in certain ways. Wow. Not walked his mom to the sink. Ooh, that's terrible. Yeah, again, I just want you to know that if you ever see them kids again, I want you to be honest and say I love y'all. Y'all are cool as fuck. Me and your father don't have a lot in common. And you're gonna find out that as you get older, the ways you connect with people will change and shift. And that doesn't mean anything bad. It means you start to know yourself more. And again, hopefully the kids are able to skip away with that one. Because again, it's just the truth. Like, we're not gonna, like, I keep trying to tell people, you know how rare it is to know somebody forever? You know how rare it is for you and somebody else to connect for a long time? Like, that is not like babes. Like, some people really think having connections with people is a given, and it's so awkward because again, some people really don't know what it's like to not have that connection, not be able to build those connections. It's scary. It's scary as hell. But Princess, I heard you. You said you want it from the middle, I believe. I believe you said you wanted it from the middle. And my question is this. Are you wanting guidance or are you wanting more clarity on the situation? Because I got you no matter what. No matter what you say, let me know. And Annie's a good sport. So Annie, please know, I'm going to try to give them at least 10 minutes. But then I got you. Right. No, cooking is scary. You could burn yourself off nothing. You could really get hurt in the kitchen. And again, you're cooking for a man and kids. That's different. That's different. is different. Cooking for a man, he already got his own. I don't like, you gotta cut the onion a certain way. I don't like tomatoes. You know how they be. And then the baby, like, being a baby, like, I don't, the texture of this, it's like, girl, it's soup. It's water with some shit in it. Oh, God. So again, I'm like, babe, like, trust me, I feel your reading in my body. I feel that shit heavy as hell. Like, I know you are doing your fucking best, which is the best. And still, like, I think it's a beautiful moment to realize, like, you could be doing everything right. It's still not right. And I think that that's, again, the energy. All right. And so, princesses, ancestors, I know you heard this whole thing. I know you saw them. I know you see them. They would like some guidance. They would like to move forward. They would like to heal. Help, because when Capricorns ask for help, it's serious, because we think we can do everything, truly do. Ooh, who is this? Oh, the Hermit, big Virgo. They said, babe, it's time to be cozy. It's time to remove yourself from community so that you can be with your ancestral team. They said, come home. They said, go to your real home. Go to where you really feel at peace. Go to where you're not hiding. Go to where you are resting and somewhere where you are the main character and the most important. Yeah, my belly is out, babe. It's hot in here. But yeah, no, the Hermit card in the middle and looking right at you. Hermit, I feel like we make jokes about hermits all the time. I'm gonna read it. But we already know the Hermit card is big, like, get back. Take a load off, take yourself, remove yourself, allow yourself to actually understand you right now. Because the amount of energy you just gave, and it's not to shame you. Please know, like, and I was trying to tell people this, Venus is in Capricorn right now, I believe still. And she said love can never be wasted. That's what I read yesterday with Venus being in Capricorn. I think she's still there. She said love can never be wasted. Whatever you started somewhere, it will end somewhere else and begin again and begin again and begin again. And so keep that in mind, friend. You didn't waste no love there. Those babies appreciated you. Like, even the memories you shared with us, we got to enjoy that as well with you. Just the idea of you spending time with some babies dancing to Michael Jackson, that is fucking timeless. That is beautiful. That's a memory that not only will you carry, they'll carry it as well. Your paths will cross again, and who knows, it might be a beautiful moment because maybe they'll be at a point where they're old enough to realize you did a lot. You tried your best. And oh well, and shit, no shade, they may realize how their daddy be acting and be like, bitch, I'm glad you got away from his ass. You really never know how it's gonna go. I had a cousin tell me something about my father that had me like, whoa. And again, the whole time, like, I don't want to say the whole time I've been sad, I had been around him, but it's like to hear that had me like, okay, so what I felt wasn't wrong. Guidance, solitude, maybe. A man sits alone, realigning with the four elements and the ether. He knows the importance of taking time to retreat, as rest is revolutionary, okay? Especially if you are a black person. Like, black folk, rest is fucking revolution. Like, lazy not real. Please know that. They made it up. Like, white people literally made up lazy. They literally made it up. Look it up. I promise you. There's no such thing. Putting your feet up as a black person, that's an act of resistance. I know some people don't think that, and it's fucked up. It really is. We all need space for healing, growth, shadow/inner work, and decluttering the mind. The hermit can be a call for a retreat, pilgrimage, or adventure to sacred land. He reminds us that we are both the guide and the seeker. An escape can be what we need to reconfigure our actions to be authentically planted in our truth. Woo! When the Hermit card is pulled, it is a time to consider the following. When is the last time you unplugged? Where do you find your answers? Inside or outside of yourself? Do you enjoy your own company? Bird of paradise, earth, element, Excuse me, the bird of paradise is the flower. The element is earth. The chakra is the third eye. Ooh. The quest for enlightenment and knowledge, self reflection, solitude, self introspection, inner guidance. Do something that scares you. Find your anchor. Okay? Ooh, I just realized I didn't pull the top card. I'm gonna pull the other cards for you, don't worry. It says do something that scares you, find your anchor, and the affirmation is I take time to understand myself, becoming more conscious and more self-aware. I feel like that's a solid one for the middle card. Now on top though, on top, like big scream. Nine of Knives. As you can see, this person's head is buried in the couch. As you can see, there are a lot of eyes watching, eyes that could be from spirit. Again, on top, it can really feel like I made a big mistake. like again, on top, it can really feel like motherfuckers can see you. Motherfuckers think things about you. Like you could really be mentally in a fear, in a feeling of attack. Whenever we see the Nine of Swords, typically, we see somebody who is sitting in their bed with their hands covering their face, with the knives going through them, but the knives are against the wall. But the way the image looks, it looks like they're being stabbed 9 times. And so what I want you to consider is that the loss you feel is real. All those thoughts, I feel like you got a taste of like what a mother feels. A small one that again reminds you that that bite is so like that taste. It was so sweet at times, but then there were times where it was just so bitter. And again, the ways that so many women have been talking about being moms and the trauma, the pain, like more than what they usually talk about, right? Like I remember, different eras of the internet, and I just like we're in an era now where women are like, hey, it's hard being a mom, like really fucking hard. I actually regret having my children. That conversation coming up now and you experimenting. Personally, I think that when the swords are going through the person, I think of like all the thoughts that you just knew were right. Like I think about how the Nine of Swords is about like understanding how wrong you were, and not by like not saying like you're wrong for loving this man or wrong for getting in this situation, but you might have thought like, oh, I got this. Like there might have been moments where you were like literally so mentally distressed that you kept changing your mind to fit what was happening. You kept accepting certain things just because you were trying to hang, like trying to stay in the room so bad that like mentally you might have found yourself all over the fucking place. You might have found yourself, having like a mental breakdown, but who could you tell? You're literally Big Mama and his wifey. Like you literally wifey, Big Mama, chef, maid, like school care worker. Like you had a lot of jobs, meaning you had a lot of ways of seeing yourself in that relationship, in that life. I think that that's the worst part about the nines in the swords. It's about mentally being so full of what you now know is not true. And again, that feeling when you realize you're wrong or that you believed something and were fighting and it's gone. Like that feeling of like, whoa, like I was going so hard. I built so much up. You might even at times feel like you made it up, like you made up the relationship. Like, no, that's not how it went. That's not how it was. Again, it can be a psychosis card, I feel personally, because of all the airy qualities in it. And you being so close to Aquarius probably does hit. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom, friend. But it is upside down, which again, I personally feel like the Hermit card saying do something that scares you, that's what's stopping you from having a different life, is doing something completely different. You've been being a you've been a lover and a secretary, a mother, a confidant, You've been so much. So there's a part of me that feels like the thing that might scare you is being nothing to anyone, letting people know immediately, I actually don't have anything for you, but some energy to hang out, you know? I got a playlist. Um, got an ID on where we're gonna get a pizza, you're paying. You know? Like I really feel like things that may scare you is turning the tables and saying, hey, I actually don't need you for anything, but I want you for this moment to do this. Like making sure that the moments that you're spending with people don't go over a certain time, don't invest you a certain way. And again, as an older Capricorn, that is a hard thing. We love to get invested. Bitch, we love investments. Like, bitch, we love it. We love to invest. Again, it's the ways that you have to start remembering you are an angel donor. You know, you may angelically offer some time, maybe, but you're not venture capitalisting in this shit. Like, you're not about to be like giving someone, like, you gave a lot. And I think the universe is like, please give less, give so much less. Put your feet up. Rest is revolution. Please, if anybody takes the time to Google stuff, rest as revolution, rest as praxis. Please look into it. There are so many Black folks who are young, who are learning about rest as a revolutionary act, and that is a part of maybe something that in the future, when you meet them kids again, they'll know too, because they won't see you running yourself damn near ragged to care for them. And that's what I think sometimes. Whenever I deal with a man and he get away from me, I'm like, I hope no other woman but like thinks they gotta do anything for him. And I don't mean that to be ugly. What I'm trying to say is like there is such a behavior that a lot of us femmes just tap into to seem supportive and loving and empathetic and caring and the right girl for you, the wifey. And the younger girls are realizing that that's not for them, and I'm so grateful because it will change men. It will. The less women that can just show up and be Miss Fix It, yeah, that's going to change how they value the women that actually want to do that with those men. And I feel like that's why sex work is going the way it is. There's a lot of men in sex work spaces who are leading with, I don't got a lot of money. Like they can't bring their problem to the straight girly, to the girl on the app. I'm not saying they won't. I'm just saying, like, in sex work spaces, a lot of men are like trying to figure out, hey, are you whores gonna be down to be bang maids and wives and like have people's babies? Like, I've had men literally ask me to carry their children as a sex worker. So I just want you to know that the men are losing it. They're losing it. They're reaching out to bitches that sell coochie, digital coochie, and they're trying to figure out, hey, will you take me in as a man? So please know, a lot of femmes are deciding they're not going to do it. Call your mom, and he did. Notice that. Notice. Like, I just want folks to notice how men use their mother in their life. Notice that. You're not crazy. You are a part of a system of fucking harm, friends. And there are a lot of women who will let their son treat a woman like shit right in front of them. And they'll feel better about it. And it's really sad. It's sad as fuck. But I hope you know you got a chance to get away. That is what the universe is trying to tell me from this read. It's saying you got a chance to get out. You got a chance to walk away. But you also got a chance to see the kind of life that this man was offering to everyone. That is what he's offering to anyone that will meet him. And yes, you were amazing at it. Probably the best he's ever had. But with that being said, how did he value you in that role? And that's why so many women are like, you know what, your bloodline could be done. You don't need no more. And again, it's unfortunate, but it's the way that a lot of men are operating that have women realizing, dude, I'm just indifferent. You're good. Listen, we've all played mom. We've all played girlfriend, wifey to be. We've all done it. We've all done it, and I'm grateful that I'm at a point where I'm with a partner that knows I'm a whore, and I'm going to talk to different men, and they're going to buy us both food, and I'm going to fuck you when I want to fuck you. And no, I'm not going to suck your dick just because you want me to suck your dick. Like, these are things that you want to know in time. Unfortunately, a lot of us have been coerced, had some rapist boyfriends, had some creepy boyfriends, didn't know how creepy they were, didn't have a lot of boyfriends, did ya? Again, some of us are literally just young. We just don't know yet. And so that's why I turn on my camera. One of the many reasons. But one of the reasons I turn on my camera is because some of y'all just don't know yet. That's it. You're not stupid. You're just a young girl. And that's why they fucking with you like this, because they know you don't know yet. And I'm grateful for older femmes who are saying things gently to younger femmes and not coming at them crazy as fuck. Because I feel like that's another layer to this too. It's like sometimes the way people talk to you is why they don't want to hear what you're saying. And I've noticed some people trying to lead with punishment and judgment, and it's like, sweets, how you want to talk like that like you didn't find out yourself? I hate that. I hate that aspect of shit. When someone try to talk to you all crazy, like, bitch, how did you learn this? I know whoever taught you did not cuss you out. And if they did, why would you want to do that to somebody else? You know how that felt. Again, I'm not anybody. I'm just a random bitch who happened to turn on the camera. And I'm grateful I did it. Because, bitch, the delusion I had. Woo! It still tickles me to this day. Just thank you all, truly. See? But see, Princess, even you saying you could be anywhere in the world. That's the truth. That's the truth. And maybe that's what you're supposed to be sitting with, you know? Maybe that's the thing that might scare you, is actually picking that place, you know? Figuring out where in the world you really want to go. Some of the shit we say to people when we're fighting might actually be what we need to actually engage in our new life. Maybe you do need to be somewhere new in the world to get perspective. And I know he needed to lose you to realize, like, she was doing so much. But he definitely had to lose you. And again, him losing you might mean that moving forward, his kids have a better life because he starts to realize how much labor it took because ain't nobody doing it for him. Like, again, it's the ways that, like, the more femmes clock out, the more these men will have to either clock in or admit that they can't do it. And then we'll start to see the reality for a lot of femmes as well. Again, there are men that run away from their kids because they can't say, hey, I don't got it. I have nothing to offer you. And I don't want to give you what I have. So many parents won't say that, and they'll just disappear. A lot of women don't get the chance to run away, you know? And you did. So just consider that, you know, like a few more years, you would have been so sucked in with their medical records, their birthdays, like, friend. Oh, Venus, I'm glad that's wearing off hit. Fuck yes. Thank you again, Princess, for sharing your story. I appreciate everybody for getting candid in here and vulnerable. I understand that everyone's going to do that. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, sometimes, you know, oversharing can feel good. Sometimes we're not even oversharing. We're telling a story that's embarrassing for us. And again, as someone who shares very embarrassing stories with y'all, I want you to know, like, yeah, bitch, shit goes left sometimes. Sometimes we do some shit and we really shouldn't have did that shit, but we did it. And we got to talk about it. Okay, Annie. Miss Annie, if you're still here, top, middle, or bottom. And Annie, thank you for sharing what you said with you, because that was a tragic story to hear. That a baby already knows that, or already thinks a woman belongs in the kitchen. Oh, but again, it's the way that people don't realize, like, that's part of life. We have to teach the kids, like, you know, the opposite of what you've been taught. And so many people refuse, and it's awkward because it's like, you want a different life, don't you? Bro, I wish I knew. I'm about to die a black bitch. Low-key, I'm fucking balding, and I just realized it. I'm, like, actually depressed about it as fuck. Like, I'm balding bad as fuck, bitch. And, like, I haven't been wearing a bonnet at night, and so there's a part of me that wants to think that, like, that's what it is, but I don't think that's what it is, bitch. Like, I really think I'm going through, like, that hair change that happens when you get older, and your hair starts getting thin as fuck, and I'm getting stressed because, bitch, I was really trying to invest in my hair. And now I'm just like, bitch, I'm about to go back to wigs. Like, that's tragic. But if anybody else is going through, like, thinning, and not even just, like, this is from fucking wigs, you know? This right here is from the wigs. And my fucking bitch, I have never seen my scalp that far back. Whoa. Whoa. Ah. Ooh, the daycare. Oh, you're locking? That's exciting. That is exciting as fuck. I've been watching like people lock their hair. I'm so fucking jealous. Like I feel like again, I feel like I will never. I feel like I'm at a point where I'm never gonna lock because I don't feel like that's for me. I feel like my hair do not. Like again, I know that some people think the type threes and shit can lock. Have fun. That's how I feel. I think that I think most of us know like locking was for type 4 people, like, or rather it works best for them. However, if you have type 3 hair and you want to get locks, live life, I just personally feel like as a mixed person who's very interested in talking about, again, the ways that people will read people as black simply because of this or that thing, I don't want to give people even more reason to assume that I'm a black person. I'd rather just keep on wearing wigs, wefts, all different types of shit, and have people think I'm Cambodian because maybe that privilege will help me in that moment in terms of like uplifting something or doing more than what people, again, maybe assuming I would do because they're comfortable with me sitting next to them thinking I'm Asian. So again, I'm trying to consider that like maybe I can consider, using my privilege for good, not evil. But also, I've seen a lot of mixed people locking their hair recently so that they can, again, and it's awkward because, again, like, I'm really just trying to sit with the reality that some shit is not for us. And, I feel like I'm just trying to talk about myself when it comes to that because I know somebody was saying like personal identity, so like your identity is so personal. It's like it is, but so many mixed people don't want to hold that like the identity that we're trying to. And again, I'm a special case because I got a bunch of mixed people I talk to who are actively trying to like blend into blackness and they're paying attention to conversations unfolding right now. And they're like, okay, if I lock my hair, okay, if I use it, like it's wild to notice. But some of us don't want to sit with the discomfort of being mixed. And that's a reality. Like people who are mixed, a lot of us are uncomfortable. I don't want to make it seem like I'm 100% comfortable because that's a lie. I think it's more that I'm actively engaged with being mixed and talking about it and like flexing that muscle, which is why it's easier for me. But there are a lot of mixed people who really wonder why like other people don't quote unquote like us and it's awkward because it's like you would really think like one experience or a personal experience is across the board and it's really not. But again, I don't want to do too much. I'm just going to say there's a lot going on. Men's minoxidil. All right. Yeah, but you are kind as hell. And also, shout out to your locks maturing. That's exciting. You said your question is people tend to tell me I come across as charismatic, dynamic, and confident. What do I need to do to detach in order? Ooh. Ooh, so you're saying people are telling you something that you don't feel like you're giving? Or you don't feel like you are? Hmm. 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 Annie, where do you want this from? The top, the middle, or the bottom? I mean, I do have Caribbean heritage, but I don't fuck with my dad. And I do not, like, I don't know Jamaica like that. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm getting locks because my dad's from Jamaica. Like, that's not the truth. I feel like locks are gorgeous. That's why I would get them if I got them. But again, the way I see my type 3 girlies with they scalp ate up, I'm good. I'm good. Good. I'm good, bitch. I just feel like, again, I don't think type 3 people look the best with locks. I feel like it really looks wild. I don't think it looks like locks to me. I know people don't want to hear that. That's fine. I just feel like type 3 hair with locks looks the best. And again, it's the ways that, like, when I see type 3 girlies in the comments of all these, like, because I did research to see, like, would this make sense? And again, there's so many people being like, there's so many black folks being really nice to us. They're like, if your hair is softer, it can work. And it's like, girl, they're just trying to be nice because they don't want us to bother them. And I'm like, it's the way so many mixed people are like, we can do it too. It's like, girl. Mm-mm. I've just learned too much about my hair's porosity and moisture to play myself like that. Personally. Listen, type 3 takes a while to lock because it doesn't lock. Like that's the thing about type 3 hair. It doesn't lock. Like that's the thing about type 3. Again, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying as someone with this kind of hair. Yeah, it's not locking. And if it does lock, sweet. That's usually a bad thing for us. Like, I feel like that's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. Like, I've rarely seen type 3 hair look good in locks, and that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. You said the top deck and you want to know about confidence. Heard you. Listen, I don't want to fight with nobody. Live life. All I know is I very much have white people dog hair at this point, and like it looks curly. It's really not. Like the older I get, the more soft my hair gets. Like my hair is literally like, bitch, if I play with my hair too much, it'll be straight. I've never experienced that before in my life, but it's happening now. It used to only happen in the back. Now it's happening all over. I did not know the hair change was this. Like I feel like my hair is getting thinner and it's getting softer. Or rather, not even softer. It's getting finer. It's not even softer. It's getting finer. And I think that that's the thing. I have fine type 3 hair, and that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I don't think fine type 3 hair looks the best locked, and I've seen it, and it just didn't look good to me. That's it. I'm crying. I promise you I'm not trying to play with anybody and be mean. I'm just saying that, like, it really looks a lot of times ate up, and it's unfortunate because, again, you know, I think that taking care of your hair, especially like depending on who taught you, and again, I'm thinking about fellow mixed people I see trying to get locks, and it's just like, I'd let it go personally. But again, what do I know? You know, maybe they're doing it to feel closer to blackness. Who knows? Like, again, I don't know. They could be doing it because they don't want to, you know, they think it's easier maintenance. I don't know. But that's just me. But I think locks are beautiful. But again, right, I'm like, my scalp? Again, like that's why I was doing research, because I was like, hold on, is this possible? And it's like, there's just too many layers for me. Just too many layers to it. And then on top of it, I'm going to look more bald? No. Like, bitch, if anything, I'm about to dye my hair black so the shit can look more full. Like, that's really where I'm at. So, like I said, bitch, I'm in my balding journey. I'm in my meatless journey. I'm in my scalpless journey. I'm in my boneless journey. So I'm going to be trying to figure out how to make my hair look more full, like in the moments moving forward. Annie, my bad for talking so much shit right now. But Annie said that people see confidence in them. People see power in them. They said they don't see it. Annie's ancestral team. They said, what do they need to feel like they're walking in their power? Not tenderism, bitch, I'm screaming. It is falling off the bone. Annie, did you say top, middle, or bottom for confidence? Because honestly, Annie, when you come through in the chat, it's definitely giving confident. It's definitely giving charismatic for sure. Like even in the way you communicate through text, and I feel like that's, you know, I feel like that's not everybody. You know, like a lot of us come in here very silly goose. Very silly goose. I'm not saying you don't come in here silly goose. I'm just saying like most of the time, you know, you got a paragraph for us. You got something to say. You're here. So I definitely see you in your power. But I wonder what it will take to feel that, you know? And right on top. Oh, okay. We got this card already. As I said before, this is big Virgo energy. I want to say it's either Mars or Saturn in Virgo. This card, literally, if you look into it on Rider-Waite, it's about literally making money. Like the person is typically sitting somewhere like with like a fucking axle and shit, trying to make coins. And so this card is really powerful in terms of like building something. They also said in the book, you know, this card is about collaboration. And of course, you know, someone that's sitting down and like beating into a coin, all of these markings, like to get to that point, so many things had to happen. Like it's the ways that like, you know, you see a potter, you know, putting the last touches on a pot that he formed, that he threw. And you think about how, babe, that clay, all of the layers that it took to get to this final project. And again, it can feel so wild to be standing there and finally getting what it is that you've been working for. But in the midst of it, in the midst of getting your team together, in the midst of finding people, in the midst of just allowing yourself to play, not be perfect, play at what you love, that can right then and there put you in a mindset where you may feel like, "Ugh, if it's not right, what's the point?" Or you could even start thinking like it's not worth it to pick up your paintbrush, pick up your pen and your favorite notebook, pick up your journal, and pick up the phone to text someone that you know you love, that again may be interested in some of the same things as you, and next thing you know, you're collaborating together on something much bigger than the two of you. It's very much a card that reminds us that the getting there, the journey to what you really want is important. How you set up your team, how you look and study. Like, look, she's taking a moment. She's taking a moment. The brush is resting against her chin. She's trying to really pay attention. And again, she's drawing something that looks like a self-portrait. It's a woman sitting with her hair wrapped in white. You can't see the head wrap very well, which is really fucked up. But the woman in the painting is wearing a head wrap, white, purity, this idea of becoming or creating who you are, and maybe wanting to hide certain parts of yourself, maybe not feeling comfortable completely. And so perhaps maybe people calling you charismatic, you're like, bitch, I just fucked up like 3 words. Bitch, nobody paid attention to those 3 words. Or oh, I made a typo. No one saw it. Again, it's you at times being hypercritical that makes you think you're not where you need to be or you're not going where you're going. Meanwhile, you're focused on something that won't be perfect. It won't. But that doesn't matter. It's still worth creating. This is in the middle. Eight of baskets, which is 8 of cups. This card can be a big breakup card. It can be a big endings card. It can be a big leaving things behind card. It can be really like, look at all these baskets. She's like, fuck it, no shoes on either. This card can be really precarious. And it being in the middle means that maybe in your stomach, you know how much you had to fucking work to get here. You had to do a lot to get all the information you have. You had to really fight. Maybe you had to run away. Maybe you had to get away from people in a way that other people won't understand. But there is a secret story. There's a secret story which may again always be in your heart, may always be inside of you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, as someone who also comes from poverty and trauma, it can be hard to feel like you're going to be better than haters. As someone who's also gone through a lot of complex trauma, it can be hard to like reconcile with like where you're going and where you've been. But I think that that's important to do, because again, you're never going to just be one thing. You're never going to have one story. And isn't that exciting? Like, there's so many stories we all have that could tell so many tales about us. But I want you to consider the story that you're telling yourself right now, the story about Annie, the person who is not always the nicest to themselves. Not always the nicest to themselves. Sometimes can look really deeply at something that is quite beautiful, but look so deeply that they miss the beauty and they go right to the problem, right to the flaw, right to the lack of worth. You know, like sometimes when you're an artist, it can be so easy to be like, fuck, I ruined it. There's white paint. There's tape. There's so many ways to correct things, but fuck correct. Maybe something is off and it's not done. Maybe something is not perfect, but it still has worth. Maybe something is not what anyone else thought it would be, but you can see the worth in it. You can see the point of it all. And again, in the middle card, the walking away, the solitude perhaps you've experienced. 8 is big mental. 8 is big mental. Cups is big water. So mentally, feeling quite emotionally lost. Feeling emotionally as if things have been dumped. Or you've been dumped. Or somebody let you go. Somebody walked away. That's not the only story. That's not the whole story. And we got her again. And we got her again. Wheel of Fortune. This is another card that I did not read for the last person, but I'm going to read for you. And baby princess, I hope that you get into this one. Get into this one because this is our closeout one. Wheel of Fortune, karma, fate. Yes. A sunflower life cycle is centered around the elements, highlighting the phases of creation. The wheel reminds us to remain centered in a chaotic world. When you are centered, you surpass distraction and remain adaptable to anything that comes your way. The Wheel of Fortune says, do not take anything for granted. When the Wheel of Fortune card is pulled, it's time to consider the following. Do you embrace aging? What do you regularly do to recenter? How do you break cycles of negative thoughts and habits? The sunflower for longevity, vitality, and good luck. The element is fire and water. The chakra is throat, communication. How do we talk to ourselves? How are we talking to ourselves? Lousy luck, stagnation, chaotic energy, lost spark, impasse, neglect, upheaval, setbacks, disorder, external forces, unwelcome change. I align my faith with divine timing. I surrender and trust the process and journey. That can sound woo-woo as hell, but some of y'all got a text message from maybe last month. Reply back. Somebody might have an event, and yeah, y'all haven't talked in a long time, but so there may be something to do. There may be something fun. There may be something that just gives you an excuse to party. Shit, even tonight. Who knows what people got going on? Who knows? Like, there may be even more digital third space soirees. Take a look. You'd be surprised what people can do now, considering we're all online. Being able to connect is easier than ever. And so if you miss them, ask them to do a little group chat, a little video chat. There's nothing wrong with that. Just please know, y'all, sometimes the fate is the phone call. Sometimes the magical moment is you remembering that person actually reached out to you a while ago and they want to hear from you. They still like you. They're just busy. I hope you realize, like, there's fun stuff out there. A lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun people, a lot of love. But some of us are afraid to take that risk. We're afraid to take the risk of people knowing that we want to talk to them, that we miss them, that we love them. That is part of the risk of connection. It's really a big part of it. If we're unwilling to ask people, will you come to this event, or do you want to get coffee? Like, those little seeds can create such a large, enduring tree of a relationship that who knows what it can provide for us both. That security, that stability of knowing that you can communicate with someone and be heard, not just responded to. I want y'all to consider that each of y'all have seeds in y'all pockets every day. You can plant them anywhere you want. And it looks like, calling an elder and just asking how they are. Making sure a younger person in your family knows a story that the family knows. There's so many little seeds y'all could plant to build intimacy, but I'm not going to play with you. It's harder to take that risk every day because not everyone is in the space to want to connect. So people may shame you for your vulnerability, and I really hope you don't give it up just because they don't understand it. I promise you, there are going to be some things that you do in the wrong room, and I hope you realize it was the wrong room. It wasn't the wrong move, okay? So just keep that in mind. There are going to be people that see you, and they can't wait to say hello. They can't wait to get to know you. They can't wait to hear that song. They can't wait to read your poetry. They exist. But again, how risky are you feeling? Are you willing to go to Facebook and type in your city area discussion and maybe join in on something local that's happening? Are you willing to type in buy nothing, your local city in Facebook search bar and find some people maybe giving away something? Or maybe you see somebody who says, I got a free bed, and you see somebody who needs the bed, but nobody's got a truck, but you do. I want you to consider planting some seeds this week in some way. There's somebody that needs to hear from you. You're a secret ingredient in somebody's pot, and you just haven't found it yet. So just take your time. Find a person that wants to hear from you And when I say that, find someone that you want to hear from. More importantly, someone that runs on your mind and just tell them, you ran on my mind. You really never know what can happen from that. I popped up on so many people and said that shit because it was true. They ran on my mind. And now we're talking again. Who knows what can happen next? Who knows? I'm choosing to live there though. With that being said, I'm gonna see y'all at 8 tonight. If I come a little late, don't be mad, bitch. Don't be mad. I stayed late here, okay? If I come a little after 8, don't be mad. But my plan is to come here at 8. If I'm gonna be late though, I'm gonna say something. All right, I'm trying to be better. I'm trying not to be a deadbeat. You feel me? I'm trying not to be a deadbeat. I'm trying to give times and say things are gonna happen and they actually happen. I'm not trying to traumatize y'all because bitch, I know what that's like. Motherfuckers be saying a time, ain't nobody there, just waiting outside with a backpack. I'm not gonna play y'all like that, I promise. Anyways though, thank y'all for spending time with me. Thank y'all for listening to music with me. Thank y'all for spending time and just with each other. Fuck, and talking to each other. And thank y'all for sharing stories that, again, maybe they only live inside of you because you ain't willing to write it down. Maybe you don't want anyone else to know. I hear you. And so did Spirit. So for anyone that's scared, it's still scary. You don't have to get a card pulled, but I am going to pull a card real quick before I go. Just for anybody that was scared, that just wasn't sure what the hell they wanted to get read on. Maybe you're not going to be here at 8 o'clock. You got stuff to do, babe. That's fine. Get dressed up. Look cute. Have fun. These videos will be here. Don't worry. And because we're playing music, they won't be monetized. Hey, no ads, bitch. Hey, ad free. I'm trying to come through. I'm trying to come through. All right. The card for collective. I'm pulling it right from the top because y'all are worth it. Ooh, she said, "Hi, y'all." She said, "Protect yourself." She said, "Protection." Okay, Ace of Knives. Protect your mind. Protect yourself mentally. Protect yourself physically too. But also protection. What does it look like? Some people will think this woman is foolish for being outside with her long coat and her short, with her short skirt and her long jacket. But really, babe, she know what time it is. Like, where in life are you allowing yourself to know what time it is? Yes, creepers out here, and I'll creep too, bitch, with the blade, bitch. Again, how do you still move in this world that really comes for you? How do you do it? It's okay if you don't really know. It's okay if you don't really know, babe. It's okay if you don't really fucking know. It's okay. Ooh, strength card. Okay. That's how you do it. Okay. By knowing that strength is not knowing. By knowing that strength is asking for help. By knowing that sometimes all you have is the connection with your little cousin, your auntie, the old lady around the way. Like, some of us don't have constant care, constant support, constant community. Some of us really know that homie on the Ave gonna be on the Ave. We're gonna catch up a little bit, chat a little bit. Maybe they're playing music. Wherever you can go to feel connected, please go there, because Ace of Knives, big Aquarius, big Gemini, it's airy. So mentally, you might be feeling a little crazy, and that's not just you, it's the environment. The environment got us fucked up. And on the bottom, the whisper from Spirit. Ooh, who is that? Is that my Five of Pentacles? Ooh, my Five of Pentacles, babe. But you saw it was upside down though, right? You saw it was upside down though, right? Five of Pentacles typically means that things are going quite bad. No shoes on in the snow, no coat. Again, just being lost and having lost it all. That feeling is one that may feel like it's coming, may feel like you're already there. It being upside down means that Xfinity gonna have to wait. Listen, we're gonna have to let some of these bills ride. I just want folks to remember, you are not crazy. The world we're living in really puts us in such precarious situations that, yeah, of course you're thinking about how you're going to steal this or that from your job, how you're going to steal this or that from the community center. I understand. Please know the ways that we need to protect ourselves will be collective. Anything you think that will help you survive, I bet you it'll help someone else. So don't forget that. Don't forget that you have seeds in your pocket. You have seeds in your mind. You have seeds everywhere, and you could plant them a lot of places. But right now, with that Ace of Swords, you might not feel like your ideas or what you think is worth it to share, because it comes from knowing something hurtful, knowing something dangerous, knowing something's out there and on the attack. I understand. It doesn't always feel good to share things that are heavier, But I just consider, again, the younger people who don't know yet, and how for some of us, knowing now can help someone not have to find out because they got hurt or because someone played a trick on them. But again, I know what it's like to go through stuff and to not have anyone tell you. And that's something that informs why I move now. But I understand people who don't want to tell anybody any of this stuff because some intelligence that you share will tell people, unfortunately, that you've been through a lot. And some people will really look down on you for literally being like you survive, you're a survivor. But for some people, that can be a hard thing to hold as an identity, especially when it doesn't feel like you're going to keep on being able to do that. But I say all this to say, findhelp.org. Please look into it. It has helped. There's hot food, laundry. If you know somebody who's struggling, findhelp.org. Please don't overwhelm yourself trying to help someone when you need it. Findhelp.org, please. And also, Free Little Pantry. There are so many people who know that they have food to offer and they're sharing it with so many people. And so, if you need food immediately, if you go to the Free Little Pantry and put in your zip code, you can find a food pantry that maybe your neighbor put together really close by. You never know. Like, I really think the conversations that can be had at the little free food pantries can be really great. But I also noticed that whenever I see people at the pantry in front of my house, they're just trying to keep going. Like they're not trying to stick around for a combo, which I understand. Like I don't want to overtax anybody who's already trying to get their needs met. But I'm hoping that some of y'all realize like there are going to be moments to have conversations with people, and the break or the seed that grows that plant is you just deciding that you want to be helpful or you have something to offer. It's that simple. But right now, I understand how it's not for everyone. You may want to help, but bitch, I get it. Again, if anyone needs anything, please reach out to me. I'm still working with the plants. And I am looking for any queer men out there who are interested in empathetic listening. I have a couple clients that told me, well, not a couple, but I had one client in particular tell me that they were having a bad trip and that they called one of the hotlines and they wanted to talk to a woman. They didn't want to talk to a man. So I was trying to think about how I have a lot of femmes that I work with, but if somebody wanted to talk to a man or talk to a masculine of center person, I really don't have anybody. So if there's anybody out there who is masc of center or is a queer person or is a dude who likes to empathetically listen, please reach out because again, as I said, I'm trying to make it like independent contractor where like you and the client talk and y'all figure out what makes sense for you financially. And who knows, like maybe you and that person build a connection. Maybe you and that person start a band. Who knows? That's my energy. I just want to find a way to get people money for things that they want to do, things that they're really good at doing. And so with that being said, I'm going to dip finally. But thank you for spending so much time with me. Y'all know I don't know what the fuck 30 minutes is. Bye. See you later.